Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NFL action, man. Y'all know we do here on the NFL Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single week. Hey, NFL threw us a bone, man. We got not one, not two, but three games on the NFL Saturday. I absolutely love that, man. I'm going to cook up every single game for y'all per usual. But on this video right here, I'm just cooking up the three Saturday NFL games. I'll be posting Sunday's action later on tonight. Be on the lookout for that. For right now, man, we're just cooking up these three Saturday games, man. If you appreciate the content, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including my NBA play of the day, my NFL play of the day. It's one of those money-making Saturdays, man. Hey, or hop on something long-term. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books, betting both the NFL and the NBA. Let's talk these three games today, man. First game up, we got the Minnesota Vikings out on the road facing the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals home favorites laying 3. I like the Bengals here in this game. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, man. The Bengals, they're playing well, and we've seen the Bengals heat up second half of seasons, the last few seasons. So this is not uncharacteristic for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm well aware that Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, man, my favorite quarterback in the NFL. He's been gone for quite some time. The thing is the Bengals might be one of the luckiest teams there is because Jake has stepped in there, man, and really ain't missed a beat, man. He's really looked good, man. If you ain't been paying attention, then you probably wouldn't know that, man. But Jake Browning has stepped in and looked really good for the Cincinnati Bengals. He hasn't wrecked the car, turn around, hand the ball off to Mixon, quick outs to your playmakers, Chase, Higgins, and company. Zach Taylor, he's earned a little more respect from me. I like what I'm seeing with Cincinnati here, minus Joe Burrow. They're still right here in the thick of things, and I think they win this game. I do. I think they win it at home. I don't trust Minnesota. I just don't. That offense looked atrocious last week. Yeah, they benched my guy Dobbs, the guy that kept their season alive for Mullins. Stop it. You traded for Dobbs for a reason. Now you're going to start this bum. You deserve to lose, in my opinion, man. I'm all over the Cincinnati Bengals in this one. At home, at the crib, I see Jake Browning having another really efficient day. I see a huge day from Jamar Chase. I think the underrated Cincinnati Bengals defense steps up and holds Minnesota down, kind of like they did or kind of like how the Raiders were able to hold Minnesota down last week. A 3-0 ball game into the fourth quarter is insane. And no offense isn't going to get the job done. Give me Cincinnati. Still got big playability. I think they win this game at the crib. Total-wise, I would probably lean under. I don't trust Minnesota to put up points on the board. I just don't. So Cincinnati, they're going to be playing more so a ball control type offense. I see a lot of running the football in this game, a lot of clock being chewed. I think when it's all said and done, we're going to get an under. So give me Cincinnati and the under first game up. Next game up, man, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers out on the road facing the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are home favorites, laying 1.5 points here in this one. It's an interesting game, man. Both teams, similar to the last two, man, in the hunt, trying to get in the postseason. A win here goes a long way. A loss here might be the nail in the coffin on these two teams' season. The Pittsburgh Steelers, man, let's start with them. They've lost 3 of 4. They were looking really, really good, man. What were they? 7-4 with games against the Cardinals and the Patriots coming up, two of the worst teams in the league. You would have thought the Steelers would be sitting at 9-4 right now, but they lost both at home. They lost both at home to the Cardinals. They really got ran out of the building in that one, 24-10, and they lost last week to the Patriots, 21-18. Bill Belichick just seems to have Mike T's number. Now they're out on the road playing a Colts team who's also playing fairly well. They've won 4 of their last 5. They did lose last week out on the road to Jake Browning and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lost pretty comfortably, 34-14. Jonathan Taylor's still out. Here's the thing, man. Here's my thoughts on this game. Short, sweet, simple. I'm on the Steelers. I'm believing in the Hall of Fame head coach, Mike T, a coach that's never had a losing season, to galvanize the troops and let them know this is it, fellas. If we lose right here, we're probably done. That's probably the nail in our coffin. We pull this out, man. We're still battling for playoff seeding. We got a coach who's been here, done that, versus a first-year head coach for the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have been a battle-tested team all year. Lost Anthony Richardson. Gardner Minshew came in there, stepped in, has been playing extremely well. I just don't trust him, man. I just don't trust him. I know the offense for the Steelers leaves a lot to be desired. I know. But if they are able to come in here, run the football with Harris, with Warren, control the game, control the clock, they should win this game in the end. I think the Steelers are the better team anyway. I'm not overcomplicating this one, man. I know they got 2 bad losses in a row, but when you got a Hall of Fame coach, man, good teams typically bounce back up against the wall. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I'm going to take them here. I'm going to lean towards the under as well in this one. I just don't see points being, just coming like that. The Colts can score. Pittsburgh, not really, but I expect Pittsburgh's defense to keep them in this game, hold down the Colts a little bit. I think the Steelers bounce back and win this game in a small lean towards the under in Colts. Steelers, last game up, man. Last game on this Saturday card. We got the Denver Broncos out on the road facing the Detroit Lions. Lions laying 5.5 points, or not 5.5, just 5 at the crib. The Broncos, man, they've turned it on here recently, man. At the beginning of the season, they looked dead, especially would they get ran out of the building in Miami 70-20? Yeah, we had all pretty much stuck a fork in the Denver Broncos after that happened. The thing is, they've been on tear recently. They're low-key one of the hottest teams in the NFL. They've won 4 of their last 5. Nice win last week over the Chargers on the road. The Lions, man, they've been struggling. They've lost 2 of 3. To 2 teams that they probably shouldn't have lost to when you look at it, man. Green Bay, I think we all can agree the Lions are better than Green Bay. And then to lose on the road to Chicago last week, it's a little concerning. The thing is, those are division games, so you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt. Those 2 teams, the Packers and the Bears, are really comfortable with what Detroit is trying to do. Here's the thing. I'm on the Lions. I'm going to lay it here, and I'm not overcomplicating it. I love taking good teams in bounce back spots. This is probably one of the biggest games in Lions history. I know that sounds insane, but I really believe that this is a primetime game, Saturday night, whole world tuned in to the Detroit Lions, a team that hasn't done anything in my entire lifetime. When the last time the Lions did something? Never. So that's what I mean by this is a huge game for them. They need a bounce back win in front of everybody to solidify that they're still a good team and they can compete in the playoffs when time comes. I don't think they're going to do so, but meaning I don't think they're going to make a lot of noise in the postseason, but I think it's very important for this team to at least show their fan base and everybody, that we are the team that you thought we were earlier in the season. Bounce back spot is all I'm trying to say here for the Detroit Lions at the crib, at home, prime time, sets up as a spot where the Lions come in and kind of just re-show the world we're a good football team. I think the Lions are a good football team. I think they're better than the Broncos, and I think they win this game fairly comfortably at home tonight is all I'm saying. This game, I would lean towards the over. I think this is going to be a fun game tonight. I do. I think the Lions are going to be scoring. I think Russell Wilson and company do a little bit, just fall short in the end. Lean towards the over here. So let me just do a recap of everything I talked about here on this show. 3 games, 6 plays. Bengals laying the 3 and the under. Steelers underdog and the under. Lions laying the points and the over. That's what I got for y'all boys today on a Saturday. Of course, you guys can scoop up my favorite play today in the NFL over at Pickdawgz Premium. Got NBA plays over there as well. Let's make some money on this money-making Saturday. Again, I'll be back later tonight with the rest of the NFL games for Sunday. Let's make some money today, man. I appreciate each and every one of you boys. If you appreciate the content that I do, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Scoop them up. Let's make some money tonight, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all boys. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm out of here. I'll be back halftime with Money Man Mitch today, too, so tune in for that.